Welcome to the meditation on resistance. I invite you to find a comfortable place to sit. And the first part of the meditation, we're going to drop in and create a little safety and body awareness. And then we're going to move into resistance. So let's get started. I welcome you to close your eyes and just start to notice your body. Unlike a traditional meditation and embodiment, you're not trying to check out. I want you to think of yourself as checking in. We're coming home, we're checking into the body. The first thing we need to do is start to recognize and bring awareness to that we are a body. So much of our lives were spent looking at our life from above, examining our life, feeling like we're watching ourselves. And I want you to feel in this moment the saliva in your mouth. Swallow. Start to notice the hair on your head. You can even take your hands and rub them through your hair. A lot of times in this part of the meditation, I like to touch my body, sort of wake up my shoulders, arms, fingers, feeling into your chest and your belly, your pelvic floor, your legs, your toes. Start to take some breaths, and you're going to imagine that you're moving energy down to your pelvic floor when you do the breaths. Do another one for me. And today, instead of finding some extreme safety, we're going to move right into feeling resistance in the body. So I want you to think of one area of life right now where you are experiencing a lot of resistance. This could be anything. It could be a task you're putting off, a person that you're not sure where you want the relationship to go, something your partner wants you to do, and you almost inexplicably do not want to do it. And I want you to feel into that resistance in the body. I want you to try really hard to take stories off of it. And if anything comes up about, well, you shouldn't feel that way, it's not nice. It's not nice to feel resistance in this area. It doesn't mean you're trying or you're not good if you feel resistance. And instead, I want you to take those stories and push them over to the side. And I want you to just try to feel in the body that feeling of resistance, of not wanting to go forward. Instead of running away, I'd like you to enter it. See if you can bring it up in the body. Where do you feel it? Scan your chest and your shoulders and your neck and your jaw, and your belly, your pelvic floor, and see where you can locate resistance. A lot of times we feel things like this in our back. Resistance can feel like something heavy against us, pressing on us somewhere. Can feel tight. All you're going to do is every single time your body or a thought wants to pull you off of the resistance or write a story, good or bad, why you should or shouldn't feel resistance, you're going to pull it back to the body. Pull it back to the moment, the one thought that triggers the most resistance. Maybe it's a word. Maybe it's one word. And see if you can find that word and put it in your mind and associate how it feels in the body. Almost welcome it. Welcome this feeling, this tight, heavy feeling across your body. Bring it up bigger. Experience it more fully. See if you can find more safety in it. And breathe. And if it's hard or it brings up emotions like wanting to run away or feeling sad or shameful, I'd like you to just acknowledge those, add them to the experience. Remember, sometimes embodiment is like touching a hot stove, but then things shift the longer you hold them. Breathing. If it gets hard, add movement, add sound, noticing, bringing the resistance up louder, really looking at it. And now I'd like you to see if it feels possible to observe the resistance with just neutrality. It's just a doorway. It just indicates that change is coming or needs to come. That's all it is. It doesn't mean it's a change you have to make. It doesn't mean that it's a change that's good for you. And it definitely doesn't mean it's a change that's bad for you. It just means that a change needs to be made. The bigger the resistance, the bigger the doorway. And I'd like you to just feel into it that as long as you're kind of moving slowly and you're observing this resistance, it's safe. It's safe to experience resistance. Can you give it some more space? Can you welcome it in almost like a friend in your life? A guidepost, a reminder just to be more conscious and aware and kind to yourself and kind to others. And take one more breath. And as we close the practice, I just want to remind you that these tools are meant so that eventually, when you feel resistance coming up, you will do naturally and automatically what we talked through in the meditation. You will befriend it. You can bring enough safety to it by breathing and holding it and breathing and holding it till you remind your brain and your nervous system that it's safe and normal to experience resistance. It's not an indication of a yes or a no. It's just a signal of change. It's usually the beginning of some liminal space. It's like a knock at the door. And once you're with it and you bring some safety to it, you can get curious about it. Thank you.